In your life, you've probably heard about places where strange and mysterious things happen. Things that sometimes we don't know exactly how to explain.
No mames.
This house out in Lakeland, one of the ducts was unattached in the attic, and upon further inspection, I found the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
No mames.
Well, sometimes people actually go to these places and try to record it on camera.
Okay, I'm gonna freak the out in 2 seconds. I swore I parked like in one of these now. And then I did my little key thing. My car is right here. Okay? Brady is right here. This is up. So if I just kept going and took a little turn over there, you go up and it's there. So you would assume this means down, right? So I'm going down. I'm sprinting now. Okay, watch. Because look what happens. Where are the cars? Where is my car?
Hi, I'm James LaFleur, and you're watching the Impossible channel. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. Today we're going to be taking a look at places where mysterious and unexplained things often happen. Are you guys ready? Well, let's go. At some point in your lifetime, you've probably been at the shoreline or at a riverside with friends and family enjoying a relaxing moment, maybe camping, barbecuing, or just enjoying the nature around you. I mean, it's one of the best places that I would choose to be on a weekend just to enjoy the fresh air and relax a little bit. What's astonishing, however, is the amount of strange and bizarre videos that people capture of strange things that happen in the shoreline or at the riverside. I guess this shows us that there's a lot that we don't know about what really lurks deep inside our waters. In the Mexican state of Veracruz, there is a coastal city known as Coatzacoalcos, and there is a river in this city with the same name. The Coatzacoalcos is a large river that feeds mainly the south part of the state of Veracruz, and it originates in the Sierra of Niltepec and crosses the state of Oaxaca, flowing for 325 kilometers towards the Gulf of Mexico. In other words, this is a really long river that at some point meets the ocean. And on June 29, 2014, a YouTuber by the name of FMZ Palma captured something really strange while he was flying his drone over the Coatzacoalcos River. This is what he saw. While recording the surroundings with his drone, FMZ Palma spots something strange. He quickly flies his drone over it and spots what appears to be a huge animal swimming just next to a bridge. At first, I thought this might be a shark or maybe something like that. And then I started realizing that if I compare the creature's size with the bridge just next to it, it seems to be too big to be any known animal. However, I could be wrong. After uploading this video to YouTube, it amassed thousands of views and hundreds of comments, and internet users were divided. While some internet users say that this is a very big crocodile or maybe a bull shark, others disagree and say that this is something else. Adrian Alejandro states that it's not the first time that he sees something like this in the Coatzacoalcos River. FMZ Palma replied one of the comments, and he says that the creature exceeded 10 meters long. Whatever it is, it's swimming in fresh water. And if you compare the creature's size with the bridge just next to it, it's absolutely massive. The thing is, FMZ Palma captured a great video. However, the river water isn't clear enough for us to make out what this is. But this isn't the only strange thing going on in Coatzacoalcos River. On May 17th, 2022, Marlene Torres was watching the sunset at the riverside when she noticed something strange about the river itself. She immediately got her camera and started recording it. This is what she caught on camera.
mamalón así.
No mames.
Mamalón, mamalón.
What appears to be a giant swirling hole could be seen that day when Marlene captured this bizarre phenomenon on camera. The thing is, Marlene wasn't the only one to see this bizarre event. Rafael Sanchez Arguiles, a boat operator with 34 years of experience in the Coatzacoalcos River, mentioned that he had never seen anything like this in his lifetime. Not only that, he said that that day, the tide had dropped a lot, more than 10 meters, and he said that in his lifetime he had never seen the tide drop that much, which means that this hole could actually be responsible for that low tide, which makes all of this even more mysterious. Not only that, Jorge Garcia Cruz, a commander of the fire department, mentioned that it apparently was a stain or maybe a floating object, since the water flows along it. So in his opinion, it could be some sort of object. But no one knows what it is. After watching the video once or twice, I believe this could be a swirling hole or something like that. But I could be wrong. Even so, to this moment, no one knows what this is or what's really going on here. Questions like, is this a hole? If this is, was it artificially made or is it a natural phenomena, and why is it happening? What's going on? It's a big mystery.
No mames.
In your opinion, do you think this could be a swirling hole, an object, or maybe something else? What's your take? Our world is full of unexpected and mysterious things. From strange encounters with creatures in the woods to mysterious places such as deep caves, underground cities, and ancient constructions, there are so many places in this world that we could travel to and expect the unexpected, that the list would be huge. However, if there's one specific situation where we would not expect anything strange or mysterious about it, that would be renovating a home. Just so you have an idea, in 2021, in the United States alone, there were about 150 million housing units. And from all of these houses, about 68% of homeowners decided to renovate at least the exterior features of their homes. That's a lot of renovation going on. But like I said before, usually nothing mysterious or bizarre happens during these renovations. But things turned out differently for an HVAC worker that was sent to renovate a home in Plant City, Florida, when he found himself face to face with a secret room. This is what happened.
So I just got to this house out in Lakeland, and one of the ducts was unattached in the attic, and upon further inspection, I found the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So, check this out. Now, we're gonna go up the attic access, climb up. The first thing you notice is this walkway that's carpeted. This is the duct that I found that was unattached from the plenum. And I look this way, I see this, and it goes through the wall. Underneath that is the garage. There ain't nothing under that, so there can't be a vent there.
While inspecting the HVAC system in this particular home, this worker noticed a very strange thing about one of the ducts. It leads to nowhere, however it's there. So curious like anyone would be, he tries to find out exactly where it leads to, and he finds a secret door. He does what anyone would do, and he goes and enters this secret room. And this is what he saw.
So, I followed this carpeted space around and crawled up under here. I'm belly on the ground. And as I keep going, and I found a freaking room, a secret room in the attic. Check this out. It's all carpeted. There's a vent right there. This is all stained wood. We got some license plates up here. 07, 05. This is all aluminum siding. It's all carpeted. We got some kind of crazy men's room sign here. I don't know what this is. Holy shit. That's a toilet, so you can pee. Wow. Look at that. That's fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Watching this video at this point, I was pretty sure that this room wasn't just a secret room. It was most likely used for something sinister. Maybe hiding, or even to keep someone in. The HVAC worker continues on recording.
Dominoes. This is crazy. Never seen anything like this.
Inside this creepy room, we can see a few personal items scattered all over, 2 license plates that are screwed to the wall above the door, what appears to be a man's toilet, and some leftovers. At first, I thought that this was some sort of room built to keep someone locked inside. However, the HVAC worker states that the locks were inside and not outside. So this means that this was more of a panic room other than anything else. The question is, what was it used for, and by whom? Nevertheless, it's a very creepy place, and I have this grim feeling about it. But it gets worse. After the HVAC worker posted this video to social media, it went viral and gathered millions of views and thousands of comments. And at some point, someone actually contacted him and told him that the license plates seemed to belong to D. Moore, better known as the Lottery Killer. If you don't know about the Lottery Killer case, long story short, driver's assistant Abraham Shakespeare, Florida, $30 million in cash. This was the first time in his life that he'd ever seen this amount of money. However, the people around him that he considered friends became more and more interested in his money rather than his friendship. And in November 2009, he was considered missing. His family was worried about him. And in January 26, 2010, his body was discovered in a property whose owner was D.D. Moore, one of his close friends.
That one tragedy that, and they feel bad, and everybody feels that at some point they don't know what decision to make when they're scared.
D.D. Moore was working with him at the time and somehow had convinced him of depositing a very large amount of money in her bank account, which made her a suspect in the case. Later on, in 2012, she was convicted for his murder after a very long trial. The thing is, this video that we just watched, this house, this panic room, it seems that everything points out to the fact that maybe this was used at some point by Doris D.D. Moore, the Lottery Killer. The thing is, what and why was it used for? Now imagine being an HVAC worker and coming across something like this. What would you do if you were in his place? And in your opinion, what was this room used for? Now, I don't know about you, but I constantly catch myself looking up to the sky. I'm completely amazed by the star, moon, and the way things are. It's just a mystery to me. I'm constantly baffled by it. And I guess, who isn't?
¿Es eso? ¡Wow! ¿Lo vieron?
The thing is, about 10 years ago, people started noticing strange sounds emitting from what appears to be the sky. And this is a phenomenon that started happening more and more. And to this day, no one knows exactly why. Here, for example, is a video of such a phenomenon occurring. Check this out. The location of this video is uncertain, however, some people commented that this was in Alexandria. The thing is, whatever this sound is, it didn't just happen in this place, it's been happening all over. There's one mysterious thing about it, is that it happens more often in Alaska, more precisely in Anchorage. This, for example, is a recent video of such a phenomenon. On June 2020, Jody Overstreet was sleeping at night when she heard a very similar sound, but she didn't have the trouble to go outside. She didn't need to. This is what she caught on camera. These strange sounds just keep on happening in Anchorage. This video, for instance, is coming from Matthew Simonson. A video, for example, that made its rounds through social media, posted by Terrence Nicholson. He says, "Me and my brother heard weird sounds in the sky that sounded like it came from every direction." It was recorded on December 2020. This is what they heard.
Some weird sound coming out of it. You hear that?
It's coming from all directions. That way.
Can't even hear that plane right there.
In this video, whatever it is that they're hearing, it sounds a little bit different than most of the videos that I presented to you right now. However, what's intriguing is the fact that there are so many people on the internet that tell stories of similar things that they heard in Anchorage, in California, and many other places. There is a theory that this is a skyquake. A skyquake, for example, is a phenomenon where a loud booming sound is reported to originate from the sky. We've talked about this in previous videos. Some say, for example, that these skyquakes are originating from tectonic plates that are shocking against one another. However, it's very difficult to say. There's no proof to this moment of what's really going on. Have you ever heard anything similar in your lifetime? And why do you think that this occurs, especially in Anchorage? If we're going to talk about places where strange and mysterious things happen, we got to talk about malls and supermarkets. During the day, it's a crowded place, and it's a good place to do your shopping, get your things done, and all that. However, late at night, when you're all alone, and it's just you in there, I get this creepy, eerie, and grim feeling about these places, like I'm being watched by someone or something. I'm not sure why I get this feeling. And I guess that it wasn't much different with a man who was working as security guard for a supermarket chain in the city of Saltillo, Mexico. Now, if you've never been to Saltillo, Mexico, it's a beautiful town with 800,000 people living in it. But it's a very old town that was built back in the 1500s. And almost every old building and street there has a very strange or creepy story to it. Stories range from people that simply disappeared out of nowhere, witch hunts, haunted buildings and apparitions of strange figures at night, and people who report being followed by owls. It's really strange. For this particular security guard, it all started happening in 2019 at a shopping center located on Boulevard Luis Echeverria, where the former Carrefour store was. He was doing night shifts when he started hearing and seeing strange things that he could not explain. This is when he decided to record it on camera and upload it to Facebook, YouTube, and other social media. In his first video, it's late at night. It starts with him in the second floor, already scared, with the music volume very loud, so that he could maybe forget about what was going on. However, this is not how things turn out, and this is what happens.
Estar grabando completamente solito. Bueno, hay algunos escáneres que estamos tomando a veces. Puse música porque me dio mucho miedo. Se empezaron a escuchar más y más ruidos ahí arriba. Eso ya hasta el fondo. ¡Ay, Dios! Completamente solo.
At this point, Raul Garcia is trying to have some fun and forget about the fact that there's something eerie going on in this place. He's listening to music and most likely doing a live feed on his Instagram for his followers. This is when all of a sudden, one of the carts downstairs starts moving by itself, and he captures it all on camera.
Cabrón!
Raul seems a bit scared, but he's taking it lightly. It's as if he's already used to these strange things going on. And at the same time, by watching this video, at first I thought that this could be fake, like maybe someone is actually pulling this cart with strings and something like that. However, if you continue watching the video, you'll see that it's something else.
No mames, no mames. Ya me dio miedo. Son las 2 y cacho. Aquí es donde nadie quiere entrar. Puta madre, mira. Está hecho un desastre aquí. O sea, parece como si se estuviera a punto de desmantelar todo este show. Nada más que hay que tener un poquito de, pues, paciencia, ¿verdad?
At this point, I'm not too sure if Raul is talking to himself or if he's doing a live stream, which is most likely the case. It's when he enters one of the rooms in this particular section of the building, which seems to be renovating, that something happens. A mannequin falls by itself. This is when he gets nervous and things take a turn. Check this out.
Chorro de ruidos por aquí. Bastante ruidos. Mira cómo está desmantelado todo, no manches. Oh. Bueno, así normalmente es. Casi toda la basura es de aquí, de Soriana. Todo lo que te... ¡No mames!
It's as if the mannequin was actually pushed towards Raul, and at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if it were me in this situation, I would probably run, quit my job, and go do anything else that would not involve being alone at a supermarket at night, with the possibility of it being haunted. However, Raul is a very brave man, and he continues on doing his security checks, making sure he's capturing it all on camera for his followers to see.
Puta madre. No acostumbro decir maldiciones, disculpen. Y pues cómo uno puede decir, no, yo no fui, si pues tienes... Ay, cabrón. Ese es el Santa Claus que todos le tienen miedo. Aquí es donde se escuchan un chorro de ruidos. En lo personal sí me da... ¿Qué tal, amigo? Un chorro de miedo cercano. Hola, amigo, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? No vengo a molestarte.
Now, whether you believe in ghosts or not, it's common knowledge amongst people who investigate the paranormal that you should not communicate with entities or spirits in a certain room that is supposedly haunted. And this is exactly what Raul is doing all the time. He's talking by himself as if he's talking to someone else, and now he's addressing Santa Claus. This is what happens next.
A ver, vamos a acercarnos poquito. No, así me da quiz. ¿Qué pedo? No mames. Esa cosa mide como 2 metros, no manches.
Raul Garcia captures the statue of Santa Claus moving by itself. This is when he decides to get out of there as fast as possible, but it seems that one of his subscribers sends him a message telling him to go back. And this is what he does. He goes back and talks to the statue once more.
Hola, Santa Claus. Hey. Mándale un saludo a mis amigos, por favor. Ay, no manches. ¿Qué pedo? No está conectado, no manches. No manches. ¿Qué pedo? No manches. Oh!
The statue moves itself so much that it crashes hard on the floor. This is when Raul Garcia approaches it and checks if the electronic parts are on or off, and surprisingly, they're off.
Ay, no manches. Esto sí da un chorral de miedo, no manches.
Raul Garcia then continues on to check if the statue is by any chance connected to the electric power or anything like that, and it apparently isn't. So there's no chance that this statue is moving by itself, unless, of course, there's something wrong going on in this building. At this point, the security guard isn't that comfortable anymore, and he gets the heck out of there as fast as possible, and he ends his live feed. Raul does what anyone would do when he uploads this video to YouTube. It amasses thousands of views and hundreds of comments. In total, he uploaded about 5 to 6 videos on his channel a couple of years ago and never uploaded again. In one particular video, he captures something chilling on camera. The thing is, he didn't notice it. It was his subscribers who pointed it out. He visits a section of the building where apparently the products are stored. This is what happens.
Empecé a grabar después de que vi ese sombra. Pero aquí hay algo definitivamente. Se siente cabrón, güey. Pero cabrón la presión. Es que en cualquier momento algo va a suceder. Vas a ver algo.
Raul hears something in this part of the building, and he starts recording it and explaining to his subscribers that as a security guard, when he sees something or hears something, his obligation is to make sure it's not a person or something like that. This is when all of a sudden he captures something completely baffling on camera. Check this out.
Obviamente cuando vemos cosas tenemos que asegurar, ¿verdad? Si no es una persona. Es nuestro trabajo. Es nada más el deber ser. Porque pues, si queremos nosotros hacer bien nuestro trabajo, pues obviamente tenemos que ver todo a fondo, ¿verdad?
Did you see that? Well, Raul didn't. It was one of his subscribers who pointed it out, what appears to be some sort of shadow figure lurking from behind one of the boxes just next to him. Now, if you don't know what a shadow figure is, it's usually an entity that is linked somehow to paranormal events that happen in places. Paranormal investigators usually believe that these things, whatever they are responsible for objects moving, strange sounds, and the list goes on. This is also a popular belief in other religions and countries like Saudi Arabia and others. One thing about shadow people is that they're usually depicted as humanoid figures without any feature. You can't see their face, which makes it even creepier. and most reports of these kind of entities all over the world happen usually at night. It's as if this thing was following him all along, and this is the first and only time that he accidentally captured it on camera. The thing is, whatever is going on here in this supermarket, it's really unusual. And if we take a look at Raul's YouTube channel, it seems like he wasn't seeking popularity. He uploaded 5 or 6 videos and that's about it. He hasn't uploaded anything new ever since. So what's really going on here? In your opinion, do you think he was pranking his subscribers? Or do you think that this might actually be the real deal?